Can y'all hear me? Are we good? Yeah, yes, we should be good because episode 74 of No Cooldown Podcast. We are back in your establishment, ears, monitors, whatever you like to call it, whatever platform you're listening to this on. We back in the damn building. It's time to go in again with some more goodness on No Cooldown, man. We're here again. Of course, it's me, ThatManTripp, just a very tired man as of late, but we got to carry on because it's almost that time. We're almost that time to where every game is coming out every other day, and we're screwed if you have a wallet that's functioning, and you're screwed if you have just enough time in the day. You're not going to have it anymore. But we're here, of course, with our podcast partners in crime. First and foremost, he is probably knee deep, in Baldur's Gate, doing what he does. A lot healthier. Hopefully, maybe slightly more positive this week because of healthier spirits. WenEazy's in the building, man. What's good, Wen?
Chilling. Definitely not more positive.
God damn it.
But we're not COVID positive, and that's what's important.
Hey.
Also, it's funny that you mentioned Baldur's Gate because I've been playing a lot of Yakuza 3, a game that came out maybe 2 years ago on the PC. That's how I prioritize the games that I'm playing. I'm playing
Wonderful.
a very old game instead of the new shit that I just bought.
I can't judge a man by how he prioritizes his backlog because I'm not touching none of my goddamn backlog. So, cookie crumbles in different ways. I ain't gonna hold you to it, but next up is certainly not least we got, 6 foot, 8'5", probably the tallest man, in the area of central London right now. It's Kxngviii, is Kai in the building. What's going on, dog?
Living life, bro. Working hard, not gaming, responsibilities hitting. I want to cry.
Yeah, I absolutely want to jump out a window when I hear responsibilities. Oh my gosh, bro. I just want to, I should have been a scammer. Man. Ah, my goodness. Would have been a way better choice. And speaking of better choices, it would be in your best interest. Your best choice is to rate this podcast 5 stars. Make sure you go on all audio podcast platforms, namely, Spotify for podcasts, Apple Podcasts. When you see that star rating, when you click on the podcast after you search No Cooldown, because we should be right there, just type in, lock in 5 stars. Make sure you share it all around. We're also available damn near everywhere at this stage. Again, what is it called? Apple Podcasts, Spotify for podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Pocket Casts, Stitcher. We're available in a lot of different places, so make sure you check us out. iHeartRadio as well. Make sure you check us out there. YouTube.com/@NoCooldown, because we got a lot of stuff coming on that side. Again, just the video versions, the exclusive content, some little snippets and offshoot videos. So you make sure you check in. Make sure you check in and tap that side. And then we get, of course, all of our socials at No Cooldown Pod on Twitter, No Cooldown Podcast on TikTok, No Cooldown Podcast on Instagram as well. A lot of stuff to get through, a lot of stuff to go through. But make sure you tune into us on those channels and show your love, show your support, so we can get to new people, man. We want to get the No Cooldown train out to as many people as possible, and you guys are the main driver behind that. So we appreciate it. We love it. Thank y'all so much. I think we're like 2 subs away from 200 on YouTube as well. So if there's any 2 people who are listening right now and just haven't subbed to the YouTube, go sub to the damn YouTube. What are you doing here, bro? I mean, keep listening, but just go that way. Go that way. But without further ado, we got some stuff to catch up on. We got some stories to talk about from this week, and we got the main story to dig into. So, gentlemen, are y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Born ready.
And let's get right to it, man. First and foremost, hey, if you're in the mood for kart racers, that's like an itch you need to scratch or something like that. DreamWorks is dropping their own game with a cast of characters from Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, Boss Baby, How to Train Your Dragon, and more, with multiple karts and modes to boot in DreamWorks All-Star Kart Racing. So, I mean, Kyle, let's start with you real quick. Come on, man. Is that DreamWorks? They hitting for you with the karts?
Honestly, I'm down to give any kind of kart game a try, because I feel like it depends on the environment, Like, I would have fun playing this with my family. Like, that's what I have to say in it. We do stuff like that.
Nah, that's fair.
There's no way you're gonna catch me jumping on this to play online on Twitch or TV or something like that.
Come on, man. You don't want to run rank with Poe? Come on now, Skadoosh.
That's crazy.
Skadoosh in the whip.
That is wild. No one should get that much enjoyment from this game.
Oh man, Wayne, come on, man. You tapped in. Come on, man.
No, absolutely not. I'm not even tapped in. I like Mario Kart. But even Mario Kart doesn't get that many spins in this household. I'll play, and that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
I will play it with. I'll play Mario Kart with my friends every now and then. But like, that's like, it's like, why would I? I got like Mountain Dew at the crib. Why would I bring home Mountain Challenge when I got the name brand shit at home? Why would I bring out like you gotta be going crazy in this kart racer to really get my attention. But I'm not that tapped into the kart racers, you know? Like I don't care enough. Like you could fundamentally change kart racing forever in this game, and I will not know because I don't care that much.
That's crazy. Off the simple fact of I could possibly like lap niggas and just talk shit with Donkey or whatever. It's just the character cast that just kind of gets me there. But again, I'm not playing kart races like that. If I practice more in Mario Kart, I would have more interest in kart races in general. But they're just some demons who play those types of games now, and I'm just like, in the off chance, you know what I'm saying, that you try and play online in this game, like the first 2 weeks, you're gonna run into some dude, you know what I'm saying, from South Korea and get your shit waxed. So I'm okay. I'm honestly good. I can pass on this, but you know, the cast is cool. Of course, it's DreamWorks, so you know, maybe I guess lean into the Smash lane, see if you can make one of those. You know what I'm saying? Nick got one. You know what I'm saying? Smash, of course, is Smash, but
Nick got one.
I mean, why not? You know, see what happens. You know, this is all I'm saying. We need to talk about this.
Tripp is like the best salesman ever, bro.
Yo, shut up, son. Oh, dude. All I'm saying is, bro, there's potential in other avenues. The kart racing probably not it, but all I'm saying is if y'all revive Shrek Super Slam, I think y'all got a hit on your hands, and just bring in the different cast members for it. Shrek Super Slam is a goated title, and I don't want to hear it. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to hear it. But we can move on.
You won't.
Shut up, man. Damn it, man. But let's move on to the next story here. There are reports that are starting to trickle in on Nintendo's next-gen console, including some tidbits here, including the dev kits have apparently already dropped some key partners and developers. They've been eyeing up a 2024 launch in about the second half of that window. And, of course, it still has some portable capability like the Switch. Could just be an upgrade on that. And there's still no word on any backwards compatibility from the Switch or earlier versions of Nintendo consoles. So, I mean, as stuff starts to pile through, when we can jump to you, how do you feel about Nintendo's next gen console and possibly coming in 2024?
I'm not too upset about it because I've had my Switch for at least a year. I feel like once you pass the 2-year mark with your Switch, you got value out of that bad boy. Like
that bad boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I could throw my Switch away today and I would have gotten $300 worth of value out of my Switch. If they drop a new one, it's really hype for me because my Switch is starting to deteriorate, and it's chugging along, and I'm happy that it's still here with me. But like, if they drop a new one, I'm not super upset. But we've been hearing, I feel like I talk every year about a Switch rumor, a new Switch coming out, and they never drop. So I'm not really holding my breath. But if they drop a new one, I will be at the GameStop trading it in and getting $7 for it.
I'm dead. I want to say, Kai, you feel like a Switch next year is feasible?
Honestly, I bought a Switch when it first came out, and I haven't really indulged in Nintendo since. But I'd be down. As long as, like, I hope it's actually worth it, you know? Like, don't be saying Nintendo next gen and it's just a piece of crap, you know?
Yeah. And that will 75 to 95% be the case. And then, again, people saying it'd probably be like PS4, Xbox One level graphics, and I'm like, I mean, it's going to be Nintendo, so it's going to automatically be acceptable. But this is the same thing I said last time we talked about something similar like this, or maybe we talked about just the next-gen console for Nintendo before. If y'all can fix y'all online, I'm fine. That's perfect.
Is it that bad?
Their online is... Thank you, Wen.
Bro,
that's the only response you need.
Think about it, bro. It's a Switch. Like, think about playing anything online off the Wi-Fi of a Switch. You know what I'm saying?
That Switch Apex isn't busting?
Bro, I cannot confirm nor deny that game is still around because I genuinely do not understand how, like, they stopped making, like, Apex Mobile, but Apex Switch is still a thing. I can't believe it.
there's just a lot of hoops and a lot of different things I think could be tackled better with this. That, you know, we don't need a new gimmick. We don't need none. Just give me some a graphical upgrade and then fix the online. Oh my goodness, let the machine handle some online capability just a tiny bit better for the sake of all that's good and holy in this world. Like, come on,
it has Bluetooth now, right?
Yeah, no, it always had Bluetooth. They just lied about it.
Oh, the fuck.
And they're just tweakers, bro. They're just tweakers, man. Nintendo's a whole different.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's funny that like you said, like, oh, it might be like PS4 graphics, and I'm like, honestly, if I get PS4 graphics, I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna be like, wow, they actually don't hate us. That's how low the bar is for Nintendo. But I'll be there day one picking it up. You best believe.
It's fair. It's fair, man. All right.
I don't know, because we have like, because there's another thing that we need to speak on later on in the podcast. It's like they need to keep that into consideration as well, because there's going to be a lot of eyes in other places.
Oh, so, 100%. Yeah. You got it damn right. We're definitely gonna circle back. I just caught your drift. Yeah. 100% though. But pushing forward here, Sony divulged some news earlier, probably in weeks past, that many first-party titles have been internally delayed past late 2023/early 2024, which may have impacted, just how things were rolling out in general. It probably explains why some of their past showcases, probably the past one, wasn't as hot as people were expecting it to be. So how do we feel about this internal delay for a lot of these projects? And we'll throw it back to Kai.
Sorry, you cut out, would you?
I said there was delaying a lot of shit, and Sony delayed all this shit to next year. How you feel about it?
It's probably for the best.
Honestly,
I don't know. Delays is sort of like it's done a 360 now. It's like if someone delays something, it's probably for the best.
Yeah. No, you're reading. That's fair. I'm about to say I guess that made sense with how I guess, yeah, for lack of a better term, weak that last PlayStation experience was.
Yeah, man. Delay all. Just stop telling us about things. Stop having these events. I will say that
I feel like that's a valid point, bro. Just stop talking.
The thing that sucks though is that like people will say things like we don't care. Like I don't keep track of when there isn't a PlayStation event, right? I don't like, I only know when they announce it. Like they're like, yo, we're having one. And I'm like, okay, cool. But there are people who will tweet out, it's been 7 months since the last Sony Direct. And it's like,
nigga, start
bro, I know you haven't beat all the games on your PlayStation, bro. Go stop tweeting. Go work on that. Like it's the shit. That's the shit that really be blowing me. But yeah, no, delay it, bro. I don't have money. There's too many games out. Like, I don't want to pay for anything now, dog. I'm broke.
That's some real right there. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I get it. Do what y'all need to do, and it's cool. Like, I delay it all. Hashtag delay it all. Honestly, if you have an announcement, just delay the announcement, bro. Just delay the announcement, just because. Why not? We don't need to hear about it right now. Trust me.
I'm broke unless we're talking about Starfield Collector's Edition.
Did you buy it? Did you do it? Did you do it? I need a yes or no confirmation. I'm tired of laughing, man.
I'm laughing.
I will pull the trigger. I'm saying the same shit I said last week, bro. Did you do it?
I'm about to.
All you need.
That's not it.
That's not the response that I'm looking for. So you didn't do it yet. Okay. When you do it, send me a voice note that says shoo, pew, 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 and I'll know exactly what you mean, and then I'll press it. That's all I need. That's all I'm saying. Does
the collector's edition come with a controller?
It's the watch joint though. It's the watch joint. It's a bunch of it's watch joint. The steel book. There's a lot of shit in there. There's a lot of shit in there. But all I'm saying is, Kai, you know where we at. You can't see me, but I'm
gonna be sitting on the train and be like, is that the Starfield watch? Like, yeah.
I'm sure. It's a Bethesda watch. So like for the first 6 hours it works fine, but after
that's crazy.
6 p.m. it gets a little wonky.
Oh man, I can't wait for people to slate the game when it comes.
Bro, we'll get to it a little bit later, bro. People not even waiting for the
loading screen. The loading screen took 1 minute.
bro. And we gonna get to it, bro. We gonna talk about it later. But yeah, man, delay it all. That's all I gotta say about Sony, man. Delay it all. Delay it all. And the last thing on this little catch-up section that we did on some past stories. So Twitch finally started to roll out their discovery feed function that will basically take all these clips that people are marking to be featured and kind of put them in the algorithm, so to speak, and put them in their viewing hub to basically go through and be more discoverable. They have it. I think they don't have it in 9:16 vertical format just yet. They're having their clips just in regular, kind of regular video portion size until that vertical feature kind of comes through, but they've started. It seemed to roll out. So I mean, when? How we feeling?
I think it's cool that they're doing it. It's low key, pretty late in the game, but I think it's better than nothing. So, shout outs to them. Twitch making a solid step, a solid move. That's kind of crazy.
100, man. For me personally, I'm like, again, this is like a better late than never, but it's like, damn, you was late. Like, bro, like, it was almost the next period of class in school, how late you came in, bro. Like, it was like you should have just stayed in the hallway type thing. You know what I mean? Like, it was almost to that level. But I'm just glad that they're doing this. And again, more power to the creators being able to be more discoverable. I don't know how native certain things are. I'm assuming, again, they're just going to go mobile app first, which I don't know how much usage the mobile app gets in comparison to desktop versions of Twitch and whatnot.
No, the mobile app of Twitch has changed drastically. I went on there the other day to watch the stream, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, I definitely just sit on my phone and watch the stream now. This is way better.
And I feel like they would. A part of me feels like they would have to do that again to make the app more palatable and even enable something like this to have some staying power. Because again, if the UI of your app in general is ass, why am I going to navigate all the way to the Discover tab and then go through clips? Like, I'm not going to do that. So that makes sense that they're probably changing everything around and making stuff a little bit more digestible for folks on the UI front. So that's good. I'm just glad that they're finally prompted to get off their ass and finally make something discoverable on the app. This is a big W, honestly. Better late than never, but still a big W. Shoot. Hey man, it is what it is though. But yeah, that's pretty much all the cooldown catch-up stuff that we got to do from the past stories. I think we should be all caught up at this stage in the game. But let's get into the regular stories for the week. And as we build up, first and foremost, I don't know if y'all saw this though, but one of the games picking up some meme steam was Killer Bean, which is a first/third person open world roguelike shooter based off of that one bean monster character thing. I don't know what the hell to call them. I don't know what their thing is, but you create your own character and then you just go through shooting everything. You got noob tubes, you on bikes, cars, just shooting everything in existence.
Oh my god, bro. I used to watch this on my fucking iPod.
Bro, what is it?
I had it downloaded on my iPod. It's an animated series.
And the man just ends up shooting everything in his path. What is it?
He just Keanu Reeves the fuck out of the rest of the beans, bro. This is amazing. All right, for the first time on this podcast, this is my childhood.
Oh my!
This is history.
That's funny as hell.
This shit from like 2016, bro. We talking about my childhood. Good lord.
This is getting wishlist right now.
Oh my gosh. This is what we've come to. This is what we've come to. I don't even know what this thing is. This shit probably could have came out in the last 3 years. Talking about childhood, bro. That's ridiculous.
Bro.
Insane. But why you wishlist this and just reminisce, you know what I'm saying, the distant childhood years of 4 years ago. How do you feel about it?
Sure. I don't know. I saw. I was like, I've seen these like videos on Twitter before.
That was 14 years ago. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is definitely not my childhood. I'm definitely seeing this and being like, oh, this is kind of sick. I'll watch like. I hope that they use this game for like you know how like TikTok they'll just use like random gameplay.
Oh yeah, over
to, like,
some random commentary,
like, podcast or whatever.
Yeah,
like I hope they use this game for that.
Honestly. There's a funny meme game. I would definitely play it. They had like the whole Max Payne jumping and bullet time type shit too, and I'm like,
no, it looks dope. It looks really fun, just not my speed.
Yeah, I would for the shits and giggles. I definitely play it. Shits and giggles, I def play it. I'm about to say, yeah, King's already wishlisting, so I guess we know his stance.
Hey,
Fucking,
man, I'm about to make a montage.
oh my gosh. If you, I'm not gonna put no bets on it because you're gonna do it anyway. Oh my god, he's gonna have a whole like FaZe Clan montage of this fucking bean doing 360s and stuff and doing flips on a map, shooting these NPCs. Oh my gosh,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna leave you to it, brother. You got it. You got it. All right, we're gonna slide through to this next story here. This week came with the news that legendary Mario voice actor Chris Martinet will be stepping down from his role as the official voice of Mario effective immediately. His last project was, of course, being Mario and Luigi's dad in the Mario movie. After about 3 to 4 decades of work, he's finally stepping down. He's retiring. So, as this definitely not being near the start of your childhood, but being somewhere sprouts in the middle, Kai, how did you feel about this news and Chris stepping down?
I feel like this is quite a big one because I feel like no matter what they do, everyone's gonna be pissed. From this point forward. So I don't know. I feel like this can be real interesting when it comes to like. Do you think they're gonna have to like? I feel like now they have to like do like an announcement video. Like they go like proper introduce the next one. You know.
I feel like they could, but they also couldn't. The funny thing is, there was also the report that, again, since Chris Martinet's last role was the Mario movie, he didn't do Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So there's already a new one for Wonder.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, so the new one's already in Wonder, and people's like, "Yo, he's kind of solid."
Did we
never
even notice?
Nope. They didn't say nothing.
That's kind of crazy.
They didn't say nothing until it was reported, and I was like, "Yo, you probably couldn't tell. You probably couldn't tell at this stage."
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Fair enough then.
Yeah. They might just keep my man's under wraps, honestly, whoever the voice actor is.
I mean, I would want to see the wraps. I feel like that's hella lights to be under as the new voice of Mario. That's a big fucking responsibility.
Nah, man, that's real.
Unless you're Chris Pratt, you know.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh god. Is he gonna take is he the new voice? Did he just upgrade him?
That's what I was afraid of. I was like, yo, bro, what if they keep using Chris Pratt? Like that's tough.
For the games too? Nah, it's OD. That's OD.
That's OD. That just to like
for continuity.
People wouldn't complain because they're like, that's the voice of Mario. Like there'll be an entire generation of kids who grew up and it's like, bro, why are you mad? That's the voice of Mario.
I would eat a fire flower then shoot the fire flames into my own mouth. That's crazy. I'm not doing that. I can't go through that reality. It's not life, man. It's not life. But you know what I'm saying? Like again, they'll be fine. I'm judging from the trails of Wonder, like there was really no.
When does Wonder come out?
I think October or November. It comes out this year. It comes out like the end of this year. So it's already on the way. Like stuff has already been done. That's already like completely finished.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
I'll play it on my Nintendo Switch Plus Pro 2 next year.
Oh my gosh.
The Super Nintendo Switch Plus Pro 2.
Yeah, you're right. Don't forget the Super. Don't forget the Super, bro. All right, real shit. But honestly, man, listen, Chris Martinet, a legend, and I'm pretty sure he's already transitioning to like an ambassador role anyway. So Nintendo's still paying him for something. So yeah, like he gonna be all good. But yeah, man, that's one of them legendary
regardless,
ones.
He's the voice of Mario. Like his family is good for the next 1,000 years.
Oh yeah, they straight. Yeah. They're good, man. So it's just a salute to his work, man. He's definitely like against like a Chris Martinet. A Troy Baker, that's like that level of like, damn, when he steps out the game, it's like, dang, it's serious. It's like, you know, they've been tied to a lot of iconic shit. So, you know, just got to pay your respects to him for real, man. Did some good work, man. Give him a wahoo one time for people, man. Wahoo. Shout outs. All right, man. Moving forward, some new details dropped about the PlayStation Portal. Which is the handheld device from Sony that was, of course, previously dubbed Project Kxngviii. We didn't know the name. It will have Wi-Fi based access to PS5s and does remote play from there. No PS5 cloud streaming. There's no Bluetooth, so you have to use the PS Link compatible headsets. There's no local play or media playback. It's going to be roughly the same battery life as a DualSense controller, and it's about $200 at a price point. So, yeah, we'll throw it the win, man. Thoughts on PlayStation Portal?
Yo, that shit is ass.
This year we had the exact same thought.
This shit is so ass. Like, I mean, where do I begin? everything is gonna be streamed, bro. Nah, like I'm sorry, but the internet, at least in the States, the internet is not there yet. We do not have the facilities for that, big man. Please, please do not do this to us. People, I can't even get into a game of League without people lagging, bro. Like I can't live in this world where like I'm playing on my PlayStation and I'm lagging. Like, what's the point of it? And you can only play it in like an area. You can only play it at home, really, because anything else is gonna be along the lines of like, I'm at the Starbucks. You think that's gonna have enough internet to be able to send it through my internet to the Starbucks internet on a Wi-Fi connection, bro? It's a waste of time. They're idiots. They are wasting people's time and money. And honestly, man, I don't know how Sony just keeps missing with this specific thing, you know? Like, you guys didn't have to do this, and then you did it, and here we are. It looks dumb, it sounds dumb, and there's really not much room for this in any market. I can't imagine anybody being like, instead of spending an extra 100 and getting an entire Nintendo Switch, I'm gonna get a fat-ass iPad with an analog stick. Like, I'm good, bro.
Fat-ass iPad, oh my god.
Oh man, Kai. Yeah. Again, you also said it was ass, but elaborate for me. You feeling this ain't worth it?
Bro, I hear clouds. I hear an attempt at gaming.
That's great. Not the attempt, bro.
No, it will never. It won't compete. It won't compare for a long time. I should say rather.
A long time.
I just miss me, bro.
Yeah, how long is forever?
Hey,
that's a mighty long time. I'll tell you what it looks like to me. To me, it looks like a really half-assed attempt to try and, be under the guise of some mobile market competitor, when really they could have just put out an actual mobile, console, full-on mobile handheld, and actually tried to put some shit forward. Bro, but I feel like
it's crazy because handheld has the potential to make so much money. Like, have you guys been seeing the like modded like Game Boy thing?
There's a bunch all over the place. There's a bunch of them out.
So there's a new one that's been trending, and it's like that stuff is selling for like $90, and it's flying. You can't get it.
I have one.
It's sold out. Yeah, bro. I'm literally about to. It's just like that stuff is flying off stock. So I don't know why they keep trying this bullshit. People at the end of the day, I feel like what we see is these companies just don't listen, and people just get fed up and start creating their own.
Yeah,
and it's gonna get to a point where that happens for the even bigger scale stuff.
It's
like the PSP and all that kind of stuff. That all of that is hardware on that level is gonna come out. It's gonna be able to run these games.
Mm-hmm. Bro, again, this is my thing, bro. With the lucrative market such as mobile gaming, again, gaming's biggest segment. Whether people like to admit it or not, the facts are there, the numbers are there. It's gaming's largest segment. It's the most lucrative part of gaming. You would think that you would try and come with a little bit more guile, to be more long-standing, to have a little bit more skin in the game, and not try and half-ass it. I think this is just a half-ass way to be a placeholder in people's minds. In a handheld or mobile segment, where people think it's probably easily exchangeable terms or whatever. It's like PlayStation's like, yo, we got to get something in there just to have it in there. And again, this doesn't do cloud streaming or whatever. So it just feels placeholder to me. It feels super, super placeholder. Why would I buy this when I can either go the quicker route and do a more handheld something and get a Switch, or if I want something more powerful that can actually run on its own, I'll just put an emulator on a Steam Deck and I'll live my life. Like this doesn't. It doesn't commit to one way or another, so it gets stuck in the middle, and it's not good in any case. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't do itself any favors in how it's positioned, in what the features are. Like, I gotta stay in my house to play remote play. I can just do it on anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta stay on the Wi-Fi connected to my PS5 and do in the house and just go to another room and play. That makes no sense to me. Why would I do that? That is not what I want out of a handheld. I want a handheld to go anywhere outside of my house's bounds. That probably is going to be the most likely case I use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. Like, let's be real, man. And it's just funny to me where I guess everybody's trying to scramble to get a foothold in handhelds and mobile again, because mobile's blowing up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it a little bit later as well, but like, you know what I'm saying? Xbox is on the move. Sony's trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? Nintendo's already got their foothold. They're chilling in their corner. You know what I'm saying? Steam Deck is already out and flying off the shelves. There's already positioning in certain regards, you know what I'm saying, to the handheld, the mobile space. Again, they kind of have a little bit of overlap, but not too much. But still, it's just disappointing to see like this is something that's not really gonna have too much legs, in my opinion. Not too many motherfuckers are gonna be like, oh yeah, I definitely need to get a Project Q or a PlayStation Portal. I 100% gotta get that. Like, that's essential gamer right there. If it was an own separate handheld like a PS, you know what I'm saying, like a PS5 Vita or something like that, then we would have been like, oh shoot, wait, they not playing games. Like, oh, they good. But I think we're years away from them even considering trying to bring something substantial, you know, back into the handheld space.
Like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of a scenario where like this actually makes sense, and the only thing that's coming to mind is how, for example, my younger siblings, they can't both use the PlayStation 5 at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But is it even going to be able to work like that?
Nah, because it doesn't remote play take the already existing PS5 stuff, like when it's on, and just move it to the existing console that our platform that uses it. So I'm trying to remember how remote play works. I think like once I'm on the system and I connect remote play, everything just moves over to the other system that I'm using, because I used it on laptop before. So it's like, oh, I can be outside the room and play it, but my PS5 is just going to stay stationary. So you can't really multitask it.
Yeah.
It's as useless as a fucking Google Home then.
Yeah, it's basically just
the
like,
Google Home has more use. Like,
it's basically just, hey, I want to be able to play this in my bed. That's all it is, but it's not that strong. So
Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta go to the toilet. Hey, just use your like
use your $200
$200 portal, man.
to play it worse.
God, bro. I mean, it's gonna make someone happy. You know, we always got to revert back to that on this podcast. You know, someone's gonna be happy. We're happy for that.
Not gonna be me. I'll tell you that much. Shit, shit, man. That shit is such a cop out, man. Whatever. I'm moving on to the next thing real quick. Embracer Group have announced more cancellations and studio closures are en route as they try to manage their cost and spending rates, and it's looking grim for the numerous studios they've acquired over the past couple of years and the IPs that are attached to them. So when we'll roll to you first, man, just thoughts on Embracer just trying to shrink after they've acquired so much.
Man, why are you guys spending money you don't have? Like, it was just like, it was for like, I want to say 6 months. It was just nonstop. Like, Embracer bought this, Embracer bought that. And now they can't afford it. I don't know, man. This was like broke to me. Y'all need to get a job.
Oh shit.
Yes, I'm broke, boys. Also real shit, bro. It's sad. It's honestly sad that there's this level of hoarding just to, again, cancel things, dissolve. This is the one thing I don't want to see. There's, again, there are real people attached to these jobs, and for a group or whatever, consortium, whatever the hell you want to call them, to come acquire stuff at such a rapid pace with no actual plan to sustain life or get them spun off to the right people or set them up for success it's a pain. It's stupid. It's tough to watch because, again, there are real people behind these. There are still developers, you know, and teams and staff behind all these companies who are involved, and it just sucks. You know what I'm saying? Beyond just the gaming sphere, it's real people attached to this shit, and you just playing with their lives. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a quick buck or a quick sale off that stuff. Where, you know what I'm saying? It's just unnecessary in my opinion, and it sucks. But in the gaming sphere, there's a lot of IPs that are threatened to be dissolved or threatened to be abandoned or canceled. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, I'm pretty sure, you know, like Tomb Raider is going to be safe because that's too big of an IP, and the Lord of the Rings stuff is going to be safe because that's too big of an IP, and they just went to a deal with that. Everything else, though, is up for grabs. There's Eidos Montreal. There's a bunch of different stuff and a lot of good studios and IPs that are in there that I hope other companies can look at and say, like, hey, we can try and grab them and hopefully, you know, get them back into some healthier cycles of development and just sustained life. So, you know, thanks for nothing, Embracer, but hopefully we can save some of the people that are in jeopardy.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Fucking Embracer sucks, man. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah. We'll call a spade, man. Y'all just made some terrible decisions off the rip. Existence is a bad decision from the looks of it, man. Because y'all just acquired some people to cancel them, bro. I'm about to say that, bro. Yeah, on some real shit. The most notable thing that they've got under their belt probably right now. That's a release thing. It's probably what Gollum is. Gollum under. I mean, technically it's Lord of the Rings, so it's technically their IP. But they got Gollum, and that joint was hot ass cheeks on you know what I'm saying, on a summer's day. Like, come on now, get that shit out of here, bro. I just hope IPs get. I hope there's no IPs that get canceled, bro. I don't want to call on the consolidation brigade, but hey, man, Sony, Xbox, you know what I'm saying, EA. Y'all looking at some of these things, there might be some good pickups in there. So off the glass, man, off the rebound, try and grab something.
I think everyone just needs to chill. I don't think anyone needs to go ahead and acquire. Everyone just needs to relax.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, I would too, but then in this case, it's a weird catch-22 of there are some really good franchises that are probably going to be locked away or just lost to whatever because Embracer's incompetence. So I don't know.
That is fair. I don't know. It's just like,
yeah,
spending is just a big problem anyway. So
yeah,
let's just not do that where we don't have to.
Yeah,
as unfortunate as that sounds, like that sounds crazy, but it's just like pick them up to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's true. It just depends on if you have a plan. And I feel like at least it's been exhibited to some extent that, you know, companies like Xbox, they have a plan when acquiring. They're not going to do it willy-nilly. Like, again, like, hey, you see how they did Bethesda, and what we're hearing about, again, we'll talk about a little bit later in Starfield. But I at least have a plan before you go in, but I would like to see something get saved from that side because it's not looking good. It's not looking good. That's all I got, man. Save our games. It's really... But let's push on to the next story. In some really interesting news here, Epic is turning up the developer charm another notch as they announced their first run program. Basically, this whole new incentive, this program system for games, it's going to give developers 100% of revenue share for the first 6 months of release in exchange for platform exclusivity on Epic Game Store. So if you got a new game that's coming out and you choose to keep it exclusive to Epic Game Store, you're going to get all the profits that first 6 months of release. So Wen, I'm gonna throw it to you, man. How do you feel about this new incentivized program from Epic Game Store?
That's kind of nuts. I think it's a really, really competitive idea. I think it's really gonna put like Steam on notice. Like, yo, we're making really aggressive moves. Not only will this like stop people from, because normally I feel like Epic is the one who has to reach out and be like, hey, I'll pay you X amount to make sure that the game comes to us, right? Now it's more so like as any developer who's making a game right now is thinking to themselves like, well, I don't know, that seems like a really good bargain. And I think that's really going to help them in the indie scene where it's like 1 or 2 people. Like if it's a team of like 5 dudes, like, yeah, why wouldn't I want to get the 100% of it? Because that could be the difference between us making a sequel to this and continuing this dream or us hanging it up, you know?
Word. Kai, how you feel about this move, man, as a you know what I'm saying, part of a game studio yourself?
I think it's... Seriously, I have no opinions from that side of it. I think just from a consumer standpoint, it's just good for competition. I feel like there's... I don't know, I just kind of like what Epic is doing, just generally speaking. Like, I actually find myself using Epic more in comparison to Steam. So if any kind of, you know, competitiveness sparks up more changes and stuff like that, I'm all down for it.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, this is insane. This is actually insane, and this is only possible because the good folks at Epic Game Store are literally Scrooge McDuck swimming in V-Bucks money. This is only possible. This is only possible because of that V-Bucks money and people dancing for them emotes, bro. People putting them emotes on and all that stuff. This is the only reason why this is an even feasible strategy, bro. They can be as aggressive as they want because they have that Fortnite backfall. They have that back burner, that cushion, that support. It's ridiculous right now. But this is a really, 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 really good deal. You know what I'm saying? This is a really enticing deal for a lot of people. Again, when you think about the first 6 months of any game, again, it's going to be hot off the press. You know what I'm saying? That's when, like, you know, marketing, everything comes to a head, and then most of the bulk of sales will come through that first 6 months of games release, typically. You know what I'm saying? At least from what I've seen. And then everything kind of whittles out and it kind of hits a steady path downward, or steady little decline, you know what I'm saying, as time goes on. So this is crazy. This is a big move. This is audacious, and this is not unlike what we've seen from Epic Games Store before, man. They're really trying to push more of more as much equitable deals as possible to bring more people over on that side. And I agree, man. Steam got to be put on notice from this stuff, man. Steam has to be put on notice from this kind of stuff.
Epic is cool. It just doesn't have the community like stuff in comparison to Steam, which I don't know if they would even want to bother with it. Like, I just feel like it's a clean place to just pick up a game and just go straight to playing. Like, it's like if I could like sync my Steam library into Epic and not have to do all the bullshit that Steam has, I would do it. I can't lie.
Nah, I hear it.
Like, I have no use for a lot of features on Steam, and Epic just has all of that simplicity.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's a tough spot to be in, but I feel like, at least from the developer end, to try and entice them that way and bring business and just kind of naturally bring a user base from that. That's kind of their play. And I mean, they've always been at odds with, like, you know, again, they've been with Apple. They, you know what I'm saying, they're fighting with Steam kind of on that competitiveness, you know, cycle. I feel like that's their play.
Forgot about that Apple stuff.
Yeah. I think they lost that case. I'm pretty sure I'm like 70% sure they lost that case, or lost the appeal. But it's their strategy, man. They can be as aggressive as they need to be to get some people to switch and go over. So, you know, they're getting their foot in the door one way or another, man. But I'll tell you what, I wish I had Fortnite V-Bucks money. That would be wonderful. Oh my goodness, my fallback would be insane.
Yeah, man, just start up a Fortnite server and make paid ranks, bro.
Nah, for real, bro. If y'all see me doing the damn, you know what I'm saying, doing any of these generic emo dances you see do the Kiki do you love me, nigga, mind your business. Mind your business. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna get shit popping in Fortnite creator. Anyways, moving on here. In a big update to the Microsoft Activision acquisition. Yes, you thought we were done talking about this thing, because it's never going to end, baby. It's a never-ending story. Microsoft has agreed to sell licensing rights to Ubisoft Plus for 15 years, giving Ubisoft cloud gaming rights in Xbox Cloud Gaming outside the EU for all current and new Activision Blizzard games coming over the next 15 years. So basically, all these games that come out from Activision Blizzard King, they will basically be multi-platform, multi-cloud platform for the duration of this deal. There's going to be no exclusive Xbox Cloud games. Basically, kind of shifting that conversation to make it more accessible to appease some of the people who are, you know, detractors of the deal in the UK and the EU, to kind of smooth things over for the end of it. Yeah, we can start with Kai. How you feel about this move to kind of shore things up with the merger?
I mean, I'm tired of this whole conversation, bro. Like, they can just do what they go do, bro. I'm sure everything will be fine.
Are you sure? I'm dead, but nah. I was saying, when how you feel about it?
I think it's like cool for Ubisoft, I guess, but it's funny because like I don't even really know if we're gonna have a Ubisoft Plus in the next 15 years. So like maybe like that's a good conversation to have. Is like, is this a long-term thing? Like, do they know like Ubisoft's got like 5 good years left in them, and when they like end up selling,
5
it's
is
gotta
ambitious.
go to somebody. Like that could be a big brain play that they're going for, but I don't know. As of right now, though, this doesn't really super again affect me because I'm not looking for any of those games, and I'm definitely not looking for another subscription service.
Wen is so excited for that new For Honor.
Come on now, 8K For Honor, baby, cloud For Honor. Come on, man.
Yeah, I could not give 4 fucks. I definitely am not playing a Ubisoft title and paying monthly for Ubisoft games. That sounds like a form of punishment.
That's crazy. But yeah, this is definitely like proxy war type, like future state fighting that I nor most people do not care for in the gaming space. in probably like 8 years, this will become a more relevant, pertinent conversation when hopefully infrastructure gets better and people have more better access to cloud gaming and Wi-Fi and all that stuff. But again, it doesn't happen today. It's not happening now. We don't care. But to appease people and to get this stuff over the line, fair play. You're willing to, acquiesce to a certain extent, but it might, I agree with Wen. It might actually be a smart play to put it on a service that might not get the most traction right now for a limited amount of time. Again, out of everybody, who's using Ubisoft Plus? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can get it on Xbox Cloud Gaming or you can get it on Ubisoft Plus at the same time. Nigga, who's using Ubisoft Plus right now? Tell me. Who?
Those Uno sweats.
That's it. That's literally it. So again, this might be a 4D chess move by Xbox, kind of putting it on a lesser known service for the duration of this 15 years. And when the cloud gaming blows up, by the time they start to get some traction, oh wait, you only got like a year left in your deal. When that's gone, pluck, we're back, and you got to renegotiate, or we're going to a bigger, a bigger competitor. Whatever. Xbox has a lot of good room in this, so I feel like every situation that they've ran into with the cloud gaming stuff, they can at least push it out and kick the can down the road, because they'll be in an advantageous position when it comes back on them. Like 10 to 15 years, 10 years for these inclusivity deals for like Call of Duty and stuff, and then these cloud gaming things on for 15 years out. This is really good timing, in my opinion, because when cloud gaming becomes prevalent in the next decade, that's when they can renegotiate and really stick it to some people. So, this could be the start of a different arc, bro. Xbox could really have the upper hand in the next decade because of moves like this. So we'll see.
This is the longest game I've ever fucking seen if shit goes right.
Bro, they're really like future planning, bro. This was the one outcome that Dr. Strange was talking to these niggas about, man. He came to Phil Spencer, he just pointed Phil Spencer, you know what I'm saying? Look at Dr. Strange's face. Dr. Strange pointing with the one right there. I'm like, yeah, nah. We had to sacrifice Recore for this, man. Recore had to die for this. I'm dead. But yeah, hey, listen, it's fair. And if you thought we were done talking about Activision news, you're sadly mistaken, baby, because we got more. With more movement on the Activision Blizzard King deal, Phil Spencer did talk to Eurogamer this week that this deal is primarily about Xbox expanding into mobile gaming. That is, and Activision, having that subsector of business being the largest, that's what they're focused on. So thoughts on mobile really being the key to all of this for this merger. We'll start with Kai.
We need to stop this. They need to be stopped. And I'm so sorry. We are wasting valuable gold coins, valuable credits on mobile games, and it needs to be stopped.
Sorry.
Join my party today, and I will put an end to this. This is ridiculous.
The anti-mobiles, the king of anti-mobile. I'm here for it.
Yes.
Wayne, how are you seeing this?
I don't care, but I know that it's important. I guess, like, I don't really care, but I know at some point I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna find out, like, that the reason we don't have a new Titanfall 3 is because Plants vs. Zombies makes so much money on mobile, and then, like, that I'm finding, like, what? And then I'm gonna find out, like, wow, I should have been paying attention to this sooner. But as of right now, I don't care. I'm sure it'll bite me in the ass eventually, though.
What?
Yeah, probably. But I will say this real quick. I personally think, again, coinciding with the story we just did on PlayStation Portal, this does play a key, but just doesn't play a key right now. It's like a space race for these console companies to get into the mobile space, get back in the handhelds, and really stake their claim on that end, because they know stuff's bumping. It's moving like crazy on that side, and they need to weigh in. This deal is very transformational for Microsoft because of King. It's not because of Activision Blizzard, but it's because of King, because King has so much like legroom with all this stuff. But what is it, Candy Crush and all that shit? Like, they have so much legroom already into Xbox into mobile, and that could fuel a lot of what Xbox does. That could be a jump starter for a lot of stuff that Xbox can do in the mobile space. And by and large, that brings up a lot more profits to spend on whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of room for them to go, but I agree. Mobile is the final frontier that we don't see. Okay, cloud gaming probably is the final frontier that we don't see, but this is like the biggest side of things that barely gets any play because of how it's set up and stuff like that. People are more concerned about console and PC gaming, but mobile's important for the sake of how much money's to be made, and Xbox is seriously making moves with that if they get King over the line. So everything counts. We just can't see it right now.
I'm glad.
Oh, fair, man. All right, man. Let's. Oh shit. Yeah. It's time to get to this one, man. All right. With the think pieces of Starfield growing by the day, one particular critique that hit the mainstream as complaints on the starting screen were made, and Starfield's been in that eye again, and they even threw up some assertion of laziness and or lack of care / rushing through development based on how the starting screen was concocted. So this got curb stomped on the timeline, you know what I'm saying? But I want to hear from gaming's finest, folks. So when we'll go to you first. Thoughts on this argument and just the buzz behind Starfield's starting screen?
I personally think that people on Twitter are just saying anything right now. I blame Elon for this. I think it's impression farming because there's absolutely no way a grown adult who pays taxes, goes to work every day, looked at the opportunity to play this game early access and said to himself, this menu is buns, and that's why this game will be buns. Like, that person got access to the game that a lot of people have been waiting for. And that is why I just straight up think people just lie for content. That is my take on this whole situation. That dude is a piece of shit, not for what he said, but for what he's trying to do. He's trying to become relevant by actively being a dickhead. If you vote for me,
bro.
Yes, we will take him down and break his kneecaps and feed it to anybody else who decides to make this decision with their life.
Kai, again, this whole debacle, man. What'd you make of it?
Hey, man. Hey. I saw a comment. Just talking about the home screen. Just play the game, bro. Play the game. These arguments are so dumb. Like, I can't even bring myself to be rudely sarcastic. Like, it's so dumb at this point.
I'll give a little exclusive to the podcast. I'm really in my own time. I'm making a little separate video and just talking about all the complaints of Starfield, and it's how you guys are so fucking annoying, bro. Again, on top of the engagement farm and the obvious impression farming that you guys are trying to do to stir up some conversation and be negative about something popular that's coming out. Even before Elon announced the checks, y'all have been literally on the ass of Starfield from day one. From day fucking one. It's so annoying, guys. Please, do you ever get tired of complaining about a game that hasn't even hit your hands yet? And for the people that hits it, and for the people whose hands it's hit, you complain about the things that literally have the least meaning of all time and have zero bearing on whether the game plays good or not. The starting screen. Like, bro, y'all, man. I want to be rude or nothing like that because I don't want to disrespect anybody back, brother. But how do some of y'all get cozy and y'all go do this? You know what I mean? No disrespect, but also disrespect. Like, come on, man. Let's be real. You had Pete Hines come out his neck and say, yo, listen, that has no meaning about what the Starfield team does. You've had several people come out and say, probably, what I'm saying, to the unfortunate benefit of the dude who was saying this in the first place. He was like, oh, yeah, like, yo, what I'm saying, look at all these screens that were mad simple, Alien Isolation, this, that, and the third, and these were good games. It's just so annoying having to deal with such manipulative / dull people all the time. I'm like, bro, how can you have such opinions on something that literally has not released to the public yet? You have not seen any extended, gameplay of this, any raw, unedited footage to put your eyes on or put your hands on to play at all. Literally got the one thing from Starfield Direct. That was literally it. And that wasn't even like full tidbits. That wasn't even full unadulterated gameplay.
That was great, by the way.
That was, and again, literally the best extended reveal we've ever seen in gaming. That's probably hands down. I ain't gonna lie. There ain't too many I can put up in that stratosphere with it. Let's be real. And it's still something to complain about. If it's not the FPS, it's a starting screen. If it's not the starting screen, it's the characters. It's not the characters. Oh, it's the bugs that we haven't even seen where squashed or fixed yet. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to have this. It's going to have that. It's not going to have this. It's not going to have that. Y'all ain't seen shit. Shut the fuck up and just enjoy the game if you got early access and just really give a proper determinate look after you play the game. And if you don't, shut the fuck up, bro. Let them work. Just let them work. It's not that hard to let them work, bro. Listen, we give Bethesda a lot of shit. Fair. Because they've done some pretty shite things in the past. And that's just how they've, how the games would come out, the reception, Fallout 76. I don't need to go into detail. But I can tell that between Xbox, they've been working their ass off to get this thing right. They've been working their ass off to get this thing right. And to have it constantly torn down and constantly, picked at by people who haven't even given it a fair shot. They've just been, they've just been disparaging it off of any little tidbit that they hear. It's so annoying. And I feel for the devs. I feel for the team that have to truck through this every day. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't even give it a fair shake. And they do shit like this to try and, again, one, attract buzz for their own ends, and two, just do it at the expense of Starfield coming out. And I really hope their review scores don't get affected by some of the bullshit that's been said over this life cycle. But again, solid advice for everybody who's complaining about this. The game's not out. Shut the fuck up. Cool with me. Yeah, man. That's definitely gonna be a solid separate piece, because fucking these guys, bro. I'm sorry, y'all annoying, man. Y'all annoying. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I meet some of these devs in person one day, I'm gonna give them like straight handshakes. I'm like, yo, hey man, you deal with a lot of shit, bro. I'm proud of you for making it through. I'm literally gonna one of these days when I meet Todd Howard in person, when No Cooldown sits down with Todd Howard and really interviews him, I'm gonna shake his hand first and foremost and be like, yo, you deal with a lot of bullshit, bro. I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? I really respect you for dealing with all this bullshit online, bro, because it's really, it's annoying. But this last one here, before we get to the main story, some keen eyes were looking through Elden Ring's newly released Book of Knowledge Volume 2. So I'm guessing it's like an Ultimania or some compendium. Yes, Ultimania. I'm a Kingdom Hearts nerd. Get over it. They found a statement in the book from Miyazaki himself that said, and I quote, "Some lore bit clarifications and reveals are being saved for future games," end quote. So basic confirmation here that an Elden Ring game in the future, a new Elden Ring game, will most likely come through. A new installment in that universe will happen. So I'll throw it to you, Kai, man. Thoughts on basic confirmation of Elden Ring 2?
I know a lot of people are hyped right now. And that's about it.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
No.
When? How do you feel about it?
No.
I said, did you hear Kai?
Yeah.
Okay. I was confused. No shit. Like, oh man, that game, one of the most popular games, the most popular game of that year, is getting a sequel. Yeah. Like, okay. Sure, I'm gonna be happy for it. I think it's gonna be dope. Sure, a lot of people will be happy for it too. Will I be playing too? We'll see if I have time for it. I enjoyed my time in Elden Ring. I still have to go back and beat it. I don't know when that will be though.
Good luck, brother. I'll tell you that much. I got one boss to beat, and I literally need to I need to say 365 prayers in succession before I go fight for Pseudosax, that dragon bastard. So yeah, there's nothing much to say, but I'm excited. I will make time for Elden Ring 2. Absolutely.
Honestly, when it comes to Elden Ring, I'm like more excited to see how people complete the game than anything to do with the game.
That's fair. And honestly, I think that's an interesting phenomenon too. Like, just I've found that just as many people love watching the game as much as they love playing it, or even more so people love watching the game than people playing it, because there's that, people sometimes don't want to get into Soulsborne games, but there's the element of watching games. People haven't been as jazzed about another game in recent years as much as Elden Ring, and people watching others get through it and how they approach it. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time all around whenever that drops, you know what I'm saying? In fucking 2029, 2030, and people are going to bust nuts everywhere all over the monitors. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. It's
going to be GTA like 8 versus Elden Ring.
Bro, it's about to go crazy, bro. billion dollar projects gonna spend the GDP of a small nation to get them games out, boy. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. They talk about, bruh. That's crazy. But let's get to our main story here, man. So the time has passed. Yesterday, we experienced, as of this recording, Gamescom and opening night live. Of course, it hit us towards the end of August, as it usually does. One of the final, shows before the fall rush of games starts to flow in. And we got just some looks at what's coming up. Again, most of these titles were already announced. We got some new looks at them. A couple of surprises in between. A couple new reveals. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different stuff was going through, but we're going to run through it here. But before we get into all the games, the opening statement did have some interesting thing come about and just some discourse that came from it. Jeff was trying to get the ball rolling, make some opening comments, but a couple of bums just jumped on stage trying to rush the mic or whatever, and they just trying to say all this, oh yeah, Bill Clinton wants GTA 6 and all that blah blah blah, and then they got pulled off stage. But how did y'all feel about this run-in and just this happening again at a Jeff Award show? Like, come on, what's happening?
I feel like it sucks. Yeah. I didn't actually see it, but it's never nice. It just kind of, that's not what the event is about. So yeah, I don't know.
It's annoying on a variety of levels, just because like people will never take video games seriously, or like you guys want video games to be like socially acceptable, but it's really hard when like these are the this is the things that you guys think are like sick.
Was it interrupted by someone that's in the video games?
No,
it was just two random fans. It was like one dude was on the left side, and the other dude was on the right, went straight to the mic.
And it was like one of those things where it's like, you guys make it hard for us to like enjoy this because you guys are weird, and it's not even like a funny thing that happened. You guys are like not doing this for a good cause. Like, it's not like you guys went up there and said like, yo, we need to vote on like climate change, like shit like that. Like it's not like a real good reason. You guys could just kind of just did it to be trolls, and like I don't know what world y'all live in where like being a troll is cool. That shit is like in the real world, like when you talk to real people and you go outside and you have real conversations.
When you go outside,
nobody cares, dog. I've never seen somebody be a troll and then like end up getting married or like having a family or like people actually caring about them. It's just so weird. Like that's the thing that it blows me. Is like you went all the way to Germany to one of the biggest gaming events, and your idea was like, yo, let me go ask for GTA 6. This is going to be a banger of a move and a banger of, like, a W idea. Dog, that shit was dead.
Look at this clip. This is the bit where I got arrested.
Bro, look at this. Dog, I went to Gamescom, and this is what I did. And they're like, did you get anything out of it? The clip, dude, look.
I mean,
Jeff is a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, they banned me for life and stuff, but I got the clip. The footage is up there. I think I'm gonna be everywhere. Like, nigga, shut up, fucking dweeb. Oh my gosh, bro, this shit infuriates me, bro. On one end, I feel honestly, again, we pull jokes and we do stuff a lot of the time, but I do really feel bad for Jeff because, like, yo, shout outs to him though, because he kept his composure, he kept cool. Honestly, he was like, yo, disappointed. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have been like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I would not have been like that. I would, never mind. I was about to say, niggas would have got the, nigga, shorty, nigga, they would have got some Street Fighter 6 was not on the lineup, but it would have been at the opening statements. I tell you that. Niggas would have caught it up. I ain't gonna lie, bro. On my show? Nah, bro. Nah.
Jeff
There's
is
no way.
Way better person than me. Like, yo,
no
Jeff,
way.
If you ever hear this, if you're listening to No Cooldown, because I'm sure you're a big fan, and you want us to present anything at the Game Awards, we'd be honored. I cannot promise you, though, that if somebody storms the stage while I'm up there, I'm not Spartan kicking them down those 6 steps. Like, I don't think you guys understand how easily you can get touched in real life.
Bro.
This isn't even a threat.
Sure,
like,
that's a real shit.
It's like if you pull up on me in any capacity, like you run up to like try to like get in front of the mic that I'm holding in my hand, bro, you're getting the meanest stiff arm, and it's not even going to be like, whoa, WenEazy starting a fight. It's like, nah, it's going to be instinct. I'm like, who are you, random dude in a black hoodie? Bro, you stink. Like, get away from me.
On some real shit. And this is the thing, bro. I don't feel like, again, these trolls and people like that are trying to make fun of the situation fully don't understand, like, yo, like, this physical safety shit is a real thing. Like, real life is a real thing, dumbass. So if somebody who was on a, let's say, a not so lighthearted or whatever whimsical purpose of just saying, oh, we want GTA 6 and right up on the stage, they could have did some harm to Jeff. You know what I'm saying? God forbid. They could have did some harm to him, whoever was on stage. So that's a real safety concern. Like, bro, like, we don't want that, because you're automatic. Like, we're automatically thinking like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Who's storming the stage like that? It's not no, you know what I'm saying? It's not no regular shit. So I really hope Jeff gets more security, and for those who I hope they get banned from everything in life. But it's just like, bro,
everything in life,
like it's just annoying that we have to deal with these.
How old do they look?
Too old. Honestly, too old.
That's how old they were.
Honestly, too old. Very much too old. They look like some middle-aged niggas, bro. Talking about Bill Clinton stealing the other dude's thieves from the Game Awards, bro. That, at least the dude from the Game Awards walked up with other people and just slipped in. Was mad. He was mad. At least in this scale, he was mad respectful. He waited till everybody finished their comments and was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Bill Clinton will love da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And then said his thing and then dipped off. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least he like held it down, was comfortable, and like kept everybody comfortable or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All this rushing up and stuff. It's just all of it's very, very dumb. And it's not only does it just look bad, but also it sets a precedent of like, yo, bro, these game devs who are already like, they're scared out of their mind presenting. Some of these people, again, they're game devs. They're not natural born, like, you know what I'm saying, public speakers or whatever. The anxiety might just shoot up even more because, like, yo, what's the chance somebody's going to rush up and interrupt my segment, interrupt me trying to talk about my game? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Knock me off. So it's just unnecessary concerns that bring this stuff up. All I'm saying is, got to tighten up security, man. Got to tighten up security, bro. Need somebody to come in and fix it up. But yeah, man. And at least it didn't muddy the whole show. At least it just got that incident out of the beginning just to continue on. All right, and then moving forward, before I get into any of the big games, had some honorable mentions. I had Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Nightingale, Lords of the Fallen, Under the Waves, Deathsborn, a couple other smaller ones. Any other honorable mentions that aren't on the main ones we're gonna talk about real quick?
Nightingale looked good, but I've seen Nightingale before. But I mean, that was the whole purpose of the show. So,
yes,
Nightingale looked really dope. I'm excited for that game. Cannot wait.
This is my mini rant. Bring another Age of Myth. I want a new Age of Myth. Give it to me. Thank you. That's all I want. But yeah, everything else looked pretty straightforward. I was cool with that. We can start off the running though. We had a surprise reveal kind of close to the beginning of the show. Little Nightmares 3 had some new co-op additions, which is a really big thing for the series. And again, the third installment is going to be coming in 2024. What'd you guys make of that little quick review?
That was pretty cool. I need to play through them. I watch people play through them, which is the problem. Like, so like when I play through it, it won't be the same. Mm-hmm. But maybe this will be the one that I play through by myself. Like, I actually go and cop it up. But really excited for those games, mostly because like I get another Corey Kenshin video. That's how I see it.
That's a good perspective to have. That's a good perspective.
That's a good one.
Oh man, that's fair. Yeah, that's hilarious though that you would say you run solo on the only one that has co-op. That's actually pretty funny.
I forgot. No, yeah, I was gonna say like I would run it with Panda.
Okay, I was about to say. Nah, it's fair. But yeah, no, definitely, it looks really good. It looks pretty sharp. I'm like, it's Little Nightmares, man. It's a pleasant surprise. I thought we were gonna get no reviews on this thing, so I'm cool with Little Nightmares showing up. I was about to say, Kyle, you caught it real quick?
No, I didn't actually catch any of Gamescom, but hearing that there's another Little Nightmares is cool. I shared the same. Like, I just watched people play a lot of games recently. In general, that's one that I know I watched way more.
Word. Fair.
I have reactions to that game.
That shit. Y'all caught me in my chest. Ow. Rate this 5 stars so I can stay awake, please. Give me something.
You're not the one who's up at 1:30 in the morning.
Huh? Like, you just transferring energy. Don't worry about that. Gosh, it's been a long day. I can't be tired too. It's some bullshit. Invalidating my tiredness is what it is. But you know what? It's fine. Let me wake up real quick, though. Black Myth Wukong. They had a brand new review on IGN and a whole new separate trailer showing off some new footage with headless men, blood moons, a whole lot of action. Before anybody says anything, let me start. Summer 2024, you can't arrive fast enough, baby. You can't arrive fast enough. Whatever obscure month and date is on the docket for the release of this game, I will be there. You thought you saw shilling before? You thought you saw absolute, you know what I'm saying, just unbridled support and nah, man, you ain't seen shit yet. I'm on board. Every time I see this game, I get more and more good vibes from it. More and more. Like I saw somebody on the Twitter timeline say, oh, this is gonna be another Wolong Fallen Dynasty. I almost smacked the person who was on the timeline through the screen, bro. I almost I almost hit like the Cerebro, you know what I'm saying, like Professor X to locate where this motherfucker was so I could like find his address and mail a slap directly to this motherfucker's door. Like I was really I was hell bent for a good 4 minutes, but I got back to myself because I'm like, yo, let's chill out, let's relax. Black Man Wukong looks amazing, and I can't wait that, again, just the variety of bosses, the different biomes and all stuff like that. What more can I say than wow? All right, your turn.
No. Oh, sorry, I was playing only up on Fortnite.
Oh my god.
I was just you saw my reaction. Like when I first saw, I was like, wait, it's real. Because I was still skeptical. I was still super skeptical about this game, but I'm excited, bro. I'm gonna have some fun playing this game. Definitely looking forward to it. I didn't actually watch the trailer. Like this is one of the ones where I just saw that there was new gameplay. Saw like a bunch of people had got to review and stuff. Yes, fuck yes, I will enjoy when the time comes, but bro, I don't want to like see too much of it.
No, I hear it. That's fine, bro. I can't turn away. I'm sorry. I'll relive it all again in the game. That's fine with me. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's cool with me. But this is my thing. There are 3 games that I understand I'm buying a new rig for. You know what I'm saying? I'm buying a new rig this fall. Whether people like it or not, I'm buying it. And this is one of those games. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that's there. When, how you feel?
That game looks stupid sick. I can't wait to play it. It looked visually a little bit overstimulating to me. But then I feel like that was like a trend with like games from we're the West, right?
Huh?
Like we're the West.
Yes, yeah, we're the West. Yeah, they're the East.
Like Eastern games. There was another game that was on that they showed off that was like I think it was a Korean developer that was also like very overstimulating with like the colors and whatnot. But honestly, looks really good, really fun. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I was seeing and I saw like I know a little bit of the story of the story, and like I'm reading like a manga that covers it, and it was just funny seeing like the boar that uses like lightning, and I was like, oh man, I remember reading about this, and like it was like pretty dope. So I'm really excited. I'm a huge fan of like Wukong, so I can't wait to see like, because I play so many MOBAs, and Wukong's usually the character I pick up because I know them. So I'm excited that they're getting their own game.
I will be there no matter what. That's all you need to know. We will be there. We will be there. That's all you need to know. Next up, we had a trailer, CGI trailer for Killing Floor 3, on the way from Tripwire Games, the 3rd installment in the series. It was CGI, but Killing Floor 3, thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up all around. Feeling good about that one?
I don't comment on CGI trailers anymore.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, again, it was like CGI, so I'm like, yeah, what the fuck did we get from this other outside of the name? You know what I'm saying,
Nice budget.
Yeah. I don't. I saw it and I was like, oh, Killing Floor, and then I realized like this didn't really show me shit. So I was like, cool. I played Killing Floor 2 when it was free on PlayStation. I was like, this game's kind of weird. Like it's low key ugly, but like I love the gameplay. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of like a lot of the fucking like everything around it. So I'm not a huge Killing Floor fan. That's not the multiplayer shooter that I will be on. If it's sick, I'll definitely tap in. I'll give it a try. 100% if it's on Game Pass, but not really like super happy about this.
I hear. Yeah, man, not really much to give, but pushing on here in a quick switch up, we had a movie being shown off. Zack Snyder pulled up to the show to talk about his new Netflix movie Rebel Moon and its multiple parts, cornfields, like hella shots of cornfields and all that stuff like that, or whatever types of field they were, and sci-fi sauce coming through. So, what would you guys make of Rebel Moon?
I actually thought the trailer looked pretty good. I'll check it out.
Yeah, the trailer looks sick. There were parts of it that, like, I don't know if this is like a decision that Zach made, but there were like areas of it that like had that weird like unfocused, like part of the screen would be unfocused and like their faces would be focused, and I hate it very much. So it's very much a small pet peeve of mine. Outside of that, I don't want these things in my game shows. Like, you could have showed me this after. You could have showed me this at any point in time. I didn't really need time taken away out of like the game reviews, the reveals for it. It looks like a sick movie though. I'll definitely be tapping in. Big fan of sci-fi stuff. It looks like Star Wars if they cared. But yeah.
Oh my god.
I ain't going front. I did like some of their like their saber design or whatever the hell they call it. I don't know what it is, but it looks solid. It looked solid in comparison to some of the current ones, but that's just me though. That's my hands up, whatever. But yeah, you put the nail on the head. I don't need too much movie things in my game shows. You know what I'm saying? I really would rather not, but this was cool. This was a cool trailer still. I'm not the worst. I'm not the most mad at it. So fair. I'll give it a spin. Multiple parts already announced. I'm like, damn, all right, y'all tweaking, but outside of that, But yeah, let's move on here to one of the probably the standouts of Gamescom opening night live. Pearl Abyss finally spilled the beans on Crimson Desert and what the game's gonna look like. And oh man, a huge, sprawling open world, some intense combat, insane scale of verticality, boss fights, and more. When I'm gonna throw it to you first, man. Crimson Desert, we finally got to see it.
This is the one that I think this is the one I was referring to though. Like
yes,
it looked like Breath of the Wild. Like this.
Yes.
So here's my question: is it an MMO or is it a single player game?
I have no idea, bro. I actually
think
look
they
at the
said
website.
MMO, but I'm not sure. Like if it's MMO, I'm not a huge fan of it. But if it's not, like if I'm playing this solo dolo, this might go crazy, bro. This might go crazy.
I'm trying to figure it out. Honestly, I'm like, I seen all this news. Where the FAQs at, man? I was trying to look through the site. I don't know if they said action game. I'm like, okay, cool, it's an action game, but I don't know. I have no idea. But I will say this: absolutely fantastic. Let me see. Oh, wait. Oh, no. They said it's going to be single player. It's single player.
Oh, no, yeah, this looks dope. This looks crazy, but I don't know what the story is, but gameplay-wise, looks crazy.
Yeah, nah, what the hell? Okay, now we got that confirmation. This game looks insane, bro. This man, again, pulled the whole Zelda falling out the sky type thing direct down to the floor. Just the set pieces look really insane. The gameplay looks really insane. Again, the scale of enemies and the variety of enemies you're fighting looks ridiculous. The horseback riding, you know what I'm saying, it's in there. This man was taking down towers with drop kicks, which is insane. Like, a lot of this gameplay... Bro knocked down the whole sniper tower with like a drop kick. Like he sliced it twice and kicked it. I was like, bro, he cooked the whole thing. Dog, this game looks like a beast. It's a beast, man. Some of the variety of the boss fights I saw as well. There's like a boss with like you're fighting him in like a tall grass field, and like he's like and the enemy's shifting through all the grass things, like he's moving mad fast. So it's like you got to have high reflexes and stuff. Like, it looks super cool. I'm very, very, very interested in this, bro. Very, very interested, man. And that's why it makes sense, bro. This is from the same people who made Black Desert Online. That's why there was that link. It was BDO. Okay.
Oh.
That's why that makes sense. So making it single player, I'm invested. Sign me up right now. This looks good. This looks very, very good, and I'm tapped in, bro. This is gonna be a standout, bro. I think out of the new class of Eastern action RPG games that are coming through, this and Black Myth Wukong are probably gonna be in my top two. I might need to do some reevaluation or some tier list, you know what I'm saying, down the line, but they're definitely up there. Ah, man. I was like, Kai, you anything to add, or is it just going to hang it up in the air?
I pretty much agree with both of you. I hope I get to check it out.
Yeah, it looks really dope. I honestly, oh man, I just gotta see what the story is, but I honestly don't think it matters that much if the gameplay is that fun.
Mm-hmm. On some real, bro. On some real, man. Like this was an eye opener, like crazy, man. But moving on to the next thing, we got the world premiere trailer for Tekken 8, revealing the structure of the roster and more people coming from it, including Yoshimitsu, Steve Fox, Kuma, Dragunov, and a whole lot more. A new single player mode and arcade quest to move through, and of course, all these extended customization options that are coming to the games and the characters, and we're gonna get it all on January 26th of next year. Kai, we can go to you first.
I mean, why me?
Because I want to have some suspense. Shut up! I want to have some suspense.
Why me? Like,
I wanted to add some suspense. We know when's the Tekken player. All right, I just wanted to add some suspense, man. Damn, you couldn't let me cook for 1 minute.
Oh, that's crazy. Why?
Let's get your response out the way.
I mean, nice, I guess.
Cool. All right. Thank you. Let's go to Wayne.
Punch, kick, slam. Like, ooh.
You tweak it. Wayne, go ahead, Brett.
So Tekken 8 absolutely looks phenomenal. We know it looked good. We're happy that it's here. Super, super happy. I am happy to see that they added characters to it. It's really good teasing because like now I know to expect at least a couple more Tekken trailers, like a couple more character trailers. And I can't wait to see like Steve. I can't wait to see Dragunov. There's just so many characters that I think they've done a really good job like redesigning. I don't really care much for that new mode. Like the mode was cool, but it wasn't anything like I have it in Street Fighter. It's just like, you know, you make your little chibi character and you just walk around the arcade. Cool. I hope it makes their online system a lot better because I know that was one of the biggest gripes people had when playing online in 7 was like they didn't really have a good system like the custom rooms in Street Fighter. Don't get me wrong, you could still all be in a custom room and just be like spectating and things like that, but it could have used a little bit more love and care is the best way to describe it. But the new characters look sick. I'm happy Steve's in it. Yoshimitsu's back. Dragunov is back. Like a lot of cool things. They also announced a 32-player roster, which I thought was kind of nuts to say up front, which is dope. 32 players in a fighting game is amazing. Like Street Fighter didn't launch with that many fighters. Not many games do. So I'm really happy that we're gonna get a lot of content out of this game.
Yeah, you're not wrong, man. I would say I'm glad that again they're branching out with a more. I say with the more, not necessarily more fun, but just another inclusive add-on mode to that, because I feel like it was necessary given the trend of what Street Fighter 6 was doing. So I'm glad that they probably pulled that in, and with that, hopefully there's a lot more, again, TLC and more care that goes into kind of how their online and their custom lobby setups are. So it's a bit more intuitive, a bit more, again, straightforward for folks who are getting into the game for the first time, probably me. So I'm glad that that's there. And everything else looks quality, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know people was happy for, you know what I'm saying, Yoshimitsu being in there. I saw the Kuma had what's it called, Heihachi's old gear on and stuff. So that's fire little additions and just, you know what I'm saying, like add-ons to what the series is. So it's cool, bro. It's cool. That Tekken's gonna cook. And January 26th, bro, top of the year is gonna be stacked, bro. Fighting games, FGC right now is eating, y'all. They're eating.
They're eating like nothing I've seen before.
Bro, it's a renaissance, bro. They had Street Fighter 6 in June. They got Mortal Kombat 1 coming in September or whatever, and they got this in January. They got this rollout is disgustingly good. That's their big three. You know what I'm saying? Come back out to play within the same 6-7 months of each other. That's ridiculous timing. Man, crazy. But yeah, we can push on, man. To, you know what I'm saying? The exciting news of the whole stream. Yeah, man. Campaign reveal for Modern Warfare 3, man. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Hey, don't even get sarcastic right now, bro. Like, Cold Stories.
Their campaigns are always good though. Their campaigns have always been decent.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, they've always been good.
Okay. Modern Warfare campaigns.
The ones I've always been
the remade ones
to play have been really good.
Yeah, let me qualify this, bitch. The remade ones have always been heat. Out of all of them across Call of Duty's entire history, there's probably been like 3 that haven't been good. Honestly, and that's dead ass honest though. That's dead ass honest. I'll be real. There's probably like three, max 4 that haven't been good. All the Black Ops ones are good. You know what I'm saying? Modern Warfare, regular Modern Warfare 2, regular Modern Warfare 3. 3 was cool, but we got that moment. Nigga. It said soap, and they kick that nigga down a flight of stairs. That shit was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like the other ones, the sledgehammer joints. Oh yeah, I forgot. There was like the World War IIs and all that stuff like that. Yeah, those are probably the 3 or 4 that weren't good. But we'll move on. But, you know what I'm saying, the open mission structure, you know what I'm saying, just some of the gameplay stuff of it, some of the new guns. I saw the Scorpion in there and all that stuff. Yo, they Call of Duty, guys, yeah. Hey, come on, how'd you feel?
I'm not buying it. I don't even think I was paying attention when they, like, as soon as they said Call of Duty, I literally started editing my Tekken reaction video. I didn't care. Like, I was like, man, awesome.
He did then post it in the same stream, though. It was, the event was still going on by the time it got up.
Like, I was in my Discord, and then Charles joined. He's like, bro, we're winning. And I'm like, I know. And I was like, oh, thank God, Call of Duty's on. I could actually do something now. Like, I don't have to pay attention to this nonsense. Like,
that's crazy. So what a break.
Finally, something I can actually get things done. I can do something productive. Yeah, I don't really care much for Call of Duty. I never really. I mean, I don't want to say I never did. I did at one point. Modern Warfare 3, no. Like, no. You have to do something crazy to Call of Duty to really get me to care in this day and age. And Modern Warfare 3, sorry, buddy, I don't really care about Warzone add-ons. I'm good.
Yeah. Kai, how'd you feel?
I thought it was cool. I always like check out to see if the story is gonna be worth it, and it looks like it's this time. I think it's cool that they're continuing the story. You know, shout out to my guys, Price. You know, Macro, all that. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a fun story. I probably honestly would do a job where I grab the game and I give it back.
Like you do, like, every damn game.
Like I would immediately give that game back.
That's insane. Also, you shouted out Makarov, which is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You shouted out the biggest op ever. This nigga shouted out the biggest op in possibly gaming history ever. This nigga just want war with everybody. That's insane. But yeah, I mean, listen, campaign is campaign. It's gonna be there. The real test is going to be the multiplayer, and that'll come out to October. They dropped their roadmap and stuff of what their roadmap is what their rollout's gonna be. And they said the open beta is going to be somewhere in mid-October. You know what I'm saying? The top of October is going to be, what's the name? The closed betas or PlayStation exclusive ones. That's where they're going to earn their keep. Those reveals, that's what it is. I have no complaints about multiplayer. I mean, about campaign, because that's where stuff is usually actually pretty good. So nothing there, but I'm not sold on anything yet until I see what the multiplayer looks like. Honestly, I won't give it a bad chance in hell.
Like the whole open world zombies.
I don't get it either. They said open world zombies. I do not get it either. I have no idea what that's supposed to be.
It comes with a copy of Dying Light. You guys obviously weren't paying attention.
Okay, all right. Insane, bro. But yeah, I guess we'll figure out in October. I guess I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. But let's move on, man. Let's get out of there. Another Hoyaverse entry has dropped in the fray as Zenless Zone Zero, which is a new action RPG from the same team as Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. It's got a new views of its urban setting, a new Eridu, the city that's going to be based in, a bunch of characters to get into with some combat against some very big bosses. Again, a lot more involved than other games from the team like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. I think it's probably. It looks a little bit more interesting to me, but how y'all feel about it?
I saw it before. It does look more interesting than the rest. That definitely is one way I would go to describe that. But apart from that, will I probably just find myself playing? No.
I mean, for me, I'm like, I really like how they're starting to delve into more action-based stuff, more active control type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Genshin, I've always been at arm's length with. I don't really want to get into Genshin. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't like it. I just missed the wave, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't feel like playing too much gacha stuff. Honkai Star Rail, I still got to go back and play. It's actually in the catalog stuff. I actually want to go back and try it at least. But this looks cool. Again, action RPG, right up my alley, and the stuff looks really, really dope. And there's like another Project Mugen that is kind of similar to this, kind of like a competitor or whatever. And I'm sold. I'm kind of sold on that. I like where it's headed, so I'm down to give it a try.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll definitely try it. Definitely try it. Like I always just like I fall victim to these games, bro. I'll be so honest. Like I say I won't, and then you'll see me at like 4 a.m.
It's like tee away.
Crazy, bro.
I'm dead. Oh, let's say we had a when any quick word on Triple Z? Damn.
He's worse than me, bro.
Like not even a smidge am I gonna play a gacha game. My girlfriend loves Genshin. And she was playing it like without buying things. Like shout outs to her. She was really
That's crazy. That is
real grinder.
crazy.
She only paid for like the battle pass or whatever, and then would just like get everything else, like logged on every day. And I looked at that and was like, I could literally not do that. So yeah, not getting this. Shout outs to them boys. They're making a killing.
Yeah, no, okay, fair. I don't know if it's a gacha game like fully. I think it might just be a full blown action RPG. I don't know if it's
a gacha. It's a gacha. Fully, bro. Are you sure? I don't even need to look it up.
You don't?
I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure the boys who made Genshin. Like, I don't even know if it's the same company. I'm assuming it is.
It is. Is it?
It's the same company. Then it's a gacha.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Fair.
If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry. But the people who made Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail 2, I don't know if Honkai. I think Honkai is connected to Genshin.
They're all Hoyoverse.
Yeah, 2 games and they're both gachas, and the third one isn't gonna be. Oh yeah, sure.
All right. Fair. That's fair points. Fair count. I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with the game, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah. Next up, we had another. We had another viewing of the co-op coming in Sonic Superstars, as well as an update for Sonic Frontiers and the Final Horizon DLC. What is this motherfucking hedgehog is hitting Super Saiyan level 2? You know what I'm saying? The whole Chaos Emeralds got absorbed, and he hitting a whole new level. Got some new story, new playable characters, new environments, a whole bunch of stuff, man. What'd y'all make of Sonic in this little new reveal?
Yo, Sonic Frontiers was fucking awesome. I can't even.
Oh my god!
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh my god. DLC is just wild to me. That's news. Yeah, I hope that's better. God damn, I'm actually like gobsmacked right now. They gave that game DLC.
Damn. So yeah, they did give it. That's so funny. I haven't played Frontiers. I am interested in playing Frontiers. I will try it out at some point in my life. Am I gonna pick it up anytime soon? Probably not. I don't think I have the funds for that. But
bro, I've never seen like my little brother unhappy to receive a game.
Damn.
That's tough. Not the kids.
Bro, the kids is how I'm getting my opinion of this game. They loaded it up and they were like, "What the fuck is it?"
That's tough.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Can we just like pause for a second to talk about Sonic's marketing over the last like 5 years, please?
Outside of Netflix series, not good. Sounds pretty straightforward to me.
Bro. But I mean, there's been so much of it. How many? We got like what? 3 films?
Yep. 3 films, a couple of different games or whatever. I don't know, bro.
How many games as well?
I don't know how that character won a draft, man. Fucking Charles. But that's a whole nother topic. But I don't know, man. I don't know what their marketing is. They, again, with certain amounts of kids on the TV show front, on the television and movie front, they're actually doing pretty fine. They're actually doing pretty well. But on the gaming front, when have they done good in the past like decade on the gaming front? Let's be real. Let's keep it a bean. Stack bundle. When have they done solid? Like when have they done like a breakout? Again, a 7.5 for them is a breakout game. Let's be real.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's all I'm saying, bro. He's got to accept what he at. He's got to accept what he at, man. Shout out to Sonic, though. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely
hyped,
will.
I'm hyped for the multiplayer one.
Yeah, the multiplayer
Yeah,
does
The
look
multiplayer
fun.
one does look fun. Yeah, 100%. I'm not
Perfectly
hating on
fine with
that.
me.
I'm happy we all agree on that. Like that show.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
When they showed Frontiers, I was like, I guess.
Fact, that was extra. I was like, oh, cool. Y'all still here. Awesome. Nice. Great. You know what I'm saying? Keep on trucking on. But I'm just here for the 4-player though. I see that.
I got time for superstars, 100%.
Facts. Facts. Very much so. But yeah, we can push forward to Cyberpunk having his Phantom Liberty overhaul trailer where it showed off just a bunch of the changes they made to the systems and just the reimagining of all the gameplay, adding over 100 new weapons, a bunch of new vehicles, just some updates to the zones as they go into Phantom Liberty. And they announced again this 2.0 update is going to be wholesale. It's going to be for everybody whether you have the DLC or not. So a whole lot of changes coming through. What'd you make of it? We'll start with you.
Honestly, I literally just did a video on this, and I say this all the time. I don't think that Cyberpunk got shit on enough. And this did look interesting, but it didn't blow me away by any means. I'm still very much gonna wait for the sale for this and the game. Like whenever they do the Game of the Year edition or whatever, and then when that game goes on sale, that's probably when I'll really tap into this franchise. It's not even like a hate thing. I look at it. I think about all the bad things I heard. I think about my interest in it, which isn't very high, wasn't high to begin with, and I'm like, do I really want to put time into this? I still got, like I said, I'm playing Yakuza 3. Like I got important things on my plate to get through. Cyberpunk, I'm sure it'll be there when I get back to it. Like, I'm sure it's a great game, but like the vehicle combat, I don't like that. Did not blow me away. I was like, that looks cool, but if anything, it might be clunky and annoying. And that's why I wasn't really hype about it. But if you're a Cyberpunk fan, I'm sure this is cool, but it kind of looked like whatever to me. But maybe it's because I didn't play the original game for like the announcements of like the relics or whatever was like cool.
I hear it. I was like, Kai, how was you feeling about that? You know what I'm saying? Some of the changes that they were making.
I'm always down for it. I probably will check it out just because of my general experience with Cyberpunk was like almost flawless. So I don't really have anything negative to say. Like I know some people were like fucking burning over this game, but for me, I enjoyed the story. It wasn't too buggy for me. I had fun with the bugs, so I'm definitely gonna check this out. One thing though, I had so much fun. There is clips on my Twitter. I had so much fun. But when are we gonna get third person?
That would be wonderful. That would actually be very
I think
wonderful.
that would be like the big game changer.
They're definitely trying to avoid it for some reason. I don't know why, but that would be great. I don't know. I had no idea.
I thought that would entirely change the whole experience of the game.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. That was definitely a choice why they chose not to again provide a perspective switcher. You know what I'm saying, outside of the vehicles or whatever. So I don't know. Interesting, but for me, I'm actually very excited for these changes. Again, one of these other games where I said I'd probably get a new rig to try and max out and play through. It's probably another one of these games. The DLC is definitely going to be involved in that. Again, the changes look really, 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 really good, really streamlined. I feel like, again, this is probably much closer, this 2.0 update, to what, they originally wanted to do and put forth in their first product, their first package of Cyberpunk. So I'm glad that they're able to get close to their vision with this. It looks really, really good. They added so much stuff. Again, the chainsaw swords and all the extra, like extra perks and stuff to the classes. You can even mix and match further. Like you could literally glide through the air and just end up like commando lunging people from like 50 meters away. Like, bro, the game gets insane. Yeah. The game gets super, super crazy.
I still think my gripe with like melee in that game is just it still looks like it feels clunky as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't feel like you can really get a rhythm with like melee combat.
And I feel like it's hard. I think that's why they put more like damage output on the melee weapons themselves. Because like if you're just sticking with that, it's hard. it's hard to create a flow with that. You know what I'm saying? Not everything's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, like a fucking Revengeance or whatever, where you can just automatically go crazy with the sword play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's give or take. It's give or take. So I know you can't have everything, which it would be nice to have some smoother melee combat, but you know, they give you a lot of toys to play with. So it's not the worst thing in the world that it isn't like the most fluid to me. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm a gun user anyway, but I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Like, it did look pretty clunky.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's why they have all those like the different multipliers and stuff like that on the melee combat themselves, just to kind of not have you there stabby too much on the just like the basic mechanics of it. So now it is what it is, but I'm still very excited for this. I'm still very excited for this DLC. I think it's gonna be a fun time, and again, just closer of an overhaul to what they would have wanted originally. So the closer they get to the original vision, the more fun we'll probably have. So I'm with this. I'm with this. Cool. And next up, we had a new MK1 trailer that showed off General Shao, aka or formerly known as Shao Kahn, Sindel, Motaro. They had Shinjuku. I'm about to say, what's it called? My man's from MK Deception that looked like Shang Tsung, but he's not Shang Tsung, bruh. The man was giving out hella punches. Him. That dude was peak. I'm about to say they also had a quick look at Invasion Mode, which kind of like a board game type of experience with like more mini games in there, like Test Your Might. How did we feel about the new MK1 footage?
I think it looked pretty sick. I saw the footage, and in my mind was like, I was like, whatever. And then when Shao Kahn like put the axe down and then brought it back, I was like, oh wait, this
he was cooking.
Crazy.
He was cooking.
He's kind of going crazy. I was like, this is kind of hard. So definitely I might pick this up because I didn't really have a character that I saw that I was like, this looks like up my alley. But Shao Kahn, I don't know. I might have to put some time into this game.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. It looked crazy. Kai, what you saying?
Honestly, this is the game where I'm just gonna have to buy it. Like, yo, man, them be here at this time because the animations just get anyone hype in it. Like, this is a
animation. I want to have an MK, a little no cooldown MK tournament. Let me know because that's one of the fighting games I don't play. So it'll be pretty close. I feel.
Bro, the animations are so disrespectful. Like, you can't not have a good time.
Bro, you see when Sindel had the hair and she was splitting old boy nuts? I said, yo, come on, son. What is this? I said, we getting disrespectful now, Ed. Ed Boon. Mr. Boon, bro. This is kind of crazy with these animations, brother. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's super gritty. It's super gritty, man. I'm enjoying it though. And I like the new installment that they had with Invasion Mode. Again, they had towers before. They had, these other, type of like additional side mode type of things. So I'm glad this is here. It looks pretty good. And yeah, I'm down to give MK1 a try. Again, you know my stance on fighting games. I'm historically shit, but I'm down to give it a try. You know what I'm saying? I haven't put enough time to practice and be better. So it's a fighting game renaissance. Why not try? Why not try it? Man. All right, and last up before the show ended, we got a look at Alan Wake 2 ahead of its October drop with some spooky views of Remedy's application of live action in-game graphics, also showing, again, just Alan's escape attempts out of the nightmare dimension, just that super just the ultra realism to the game parts, like to the jump scares and all that. It was a lot, but it was definitely Alan Wake 2 dropping October 27th, I believe. So Kai, what'd you make of that?
I can't lie, it looked cool. Like, I really want to check this out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I enjoyed that trailer. I thought it was cool.
When?
I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if I'll be playing Alan Wake. I still have to play. I feel like I still have to play the other ones, so I'm going to be like, I might just either hear what people have to say, but definitely don't think that it's something you should sleep on.
Definitely not. I mean, I took like extra interest in it just because I'm around that horror genre now. But I also have I'm not gonna say I have fond memories of watching this game be played, but because they weren't. But I was scared but intrigued because of how young I was when I first saw Alan Wake.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to check it out for myself. Now that I'm a big boy.
That's crazy. And as a man in here, I will say this as the manly opinion. I don't know if I want to play this shit, bro. I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was actually spooky, son. I ain't gonna lie. Like that. There's horror games, and then there's some scary as shit games.
Oh, it's fucked up shit, bro.
It's just unsettling, bro. And I feel like the perspective between real life and what's it called? The kind of that perspective switch from real life to in-game graphics is gonna make things a whole lot worse. It's gonna make things so much worse, bro. Remedy have always been good at adding different, you know what I'm saying, mediums, or at least testing it. You know what I'm saying? They tried it before. Was Remedy The Quiet Man? The Quiet Man was such a terrible game, but at least they tried to make the attempt. They did something with Quantum Break too, where they had like kind of both perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Well, it was the show, but you know what I mean? They haven't been strangers to applying different techniques to the same game. And you know what I'm saying, sometimes good, sometimes bad, but I think they, you know, with Alan Wake and just the concept of it is super, super good. And you're already immersed and you're already like tapped in, you know what I'm saying? You're focusing, you can hear your heartbeat as you're trying to traverse through the you know, a lot of the parts of Alan Wake and what he set up and how it looks now. It's definitely gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, steal some breath, you know what I mean, like catch people gasping for air, because this shit looks super, super gritty, super, super intense. And I'm gonna try my best to play more horror games this year, and I might give it an attempt. It may be 2 p.m. on October 27th, but I'll try and give it a shot. Word. And with that was pretty much the show. That was Gamescom, man. So just a quick run through of opening night live. We can give it a quick rating. How do y'all rate it?
C.
C minus. I was pretty annoyed with a lot of the things that were showed. But I mean, I will say that I didn't know that they said at the beginning, these are games that you have already seen. So the whole time I was just like, man, I don't care. I already seen this. Yeah.
With that knowledge, I give it a C+. I think there was some good looks of stuff that we've already seen coming. Again, like just, you know, a couple of the new reveals, which again, Little Nightmares is cool. What's it called? Crimson Desert, big standout. Glad we finally got some gameplay on that, and confirmation single player. That puts it in a whole different stratosphere for me. Black Myth, every time I see Black Myth, I will shill, because that's who I am. Zenless Zone Zero looks super cool to me. Again, the Cyberpunk overhaul stuff I really liked. Alan Wake with some actual gameplay more than just the intro trailer was really, really good, and I like what I saw. So I think it did what it was supposed to do. And open up some different viewpoints of what was coming in the near future. So I give it a strong C+. All right, yeah. And with that being said, shit, that's all I got on his notes, bro. Anything else, bro? Anything we might have missed?
I do not believe so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, nah, I'm cool. I'm about to say Ashoka came out, but
only thing is, I've heard that from like 5 people that Blue Beetle was like the worst film.
Dang, but and the other people saying Blue Beetle is actually good. I don't know. I kind of don't want to support it because of the George Lopez information, and this is conflicting.
This week, I'm gonna go watch it this week, but I'm just laughing at the fact that people come back and say like, "Yo, Blue Beetle fucking sucks."
Yeah, man, I don't know, bro. We gonna have to figure it out on that one. I still gotta go watch what's the name, Transformers, but I'm gonna try and watch it this weekend. I about to say, I know it's been
no way that film is still in the cinema.
Nah. I mean, I'll find a way to watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's probably in cinemas. It's probably there, allegedly. You know, it's in my cinema, allegedly.
Yeah, no,
it's in
the one near my house.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right down the road, I know the place.
Coming to a desk near you.
Don't you worry about that, brother. Don't you worry about that, man. It'd be easy. Oh, man. But yeah, with that being said, that's all we got. We get some closer notes rolling through, man, for episode 74. Jeez, we're close to 75, man. We're almost there. Oh, man. But Kai, man, take us home, man. What's your closing statement?
Hey, man, orange juice over apple juice.
That's crazy. He's out of this man is out of line, but he's right. He's right. Orange juice over apple juice. And if you got, listen, man, if you listen to this on YouTube, man, put orange juice or apple juice in the chat, man. Which one you prefer? Put it in the comments. But real quick, state your preference when, and then give your closing note.
It really depends on the time of day. Orange juice is forever like the top one for the morning. Like you can't beat orange juice in the morning, but I can't really be drinking apple juice at night, dog. I mean, not apple juice, orange juice at night. Like I just feel like it's wrong. If I had to choose one or the other, I grew up with a lot of orange juice, so I'm gonna have to say orange juice. I love apple juice. I think apple juice is top tier, and it loses by just a little bit. But I love orange.
You hear that, Granny Smith? It's fucking over. It's fucking over.
Oh.
All right. But no, I hear it. But yeah, your closing note, Wen. That was it. Stance?
Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. My closing notes are 1000%. I don't have enough time to play all these goddamn games. And stop being weird, man. Running up on stage to say a cringe joke. You're so much better than that. You have so much more to offer the world. Please do something with your one life.
Literally, bro. One life to live, man. And of course, my stuff is probably usual. Outside this yard, bro. Oh man, it's like I feel like my body's saying it's like 2 a.m. here, man. It's crazy. But my closing note is, you know what time it is. Make sure you rate this podcast 5 stars. Make sure you like, comment, share wherever you find it. Again, available on all audio podcast platforms. Just type in No Cooldown Podcast. We should be right there. YouTube.com/@NoCooldown. No Cooldown Podcast on TikTok and Instagram. No Cooldown Pod on Twitter. Make sure you come find us. Make sure you come show us some love, man. We're growing. We're going. You know what I'm saying? We're doing our damn thing out here. So make sure you support us and you know, help push us to the next levels, to the next stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? With all the guests that we got in mind, all the things that we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Award season is going to slowly approach. So we're trying to get some stuff in line for that as well. You know what I mean? We might have to do some little special shout for it. But it's stuff coming through. It's stuff coming through, and we're doing a damn thing. And outside of that, Killer Bean Game of the Year. That's my other closing note. Killer Bean Game of the Year. All right. Just tapped into his childhood, man. Got to appeal to him, man. Appeal. But that's all we got for episode 74 of No Cooldown Podcast. Let me check the timer real quick. Oh, yeah. We are out of there.